Welcome back to Nicholas Comic Corner Classic Non Classics. This is episode number 2090 and Doubleshot 1984. I have two Marvel trades. This first one collect issues that came back in the 1990s. And we're going to pure awesomeness by a writer who's sadly no longer alive, but he had an awesome run. Anybody who is a fan of Captain America should read this run. This is fantastic. Though, I think within a few years after this particular story came out, he left the book. He was taking the book and replaced Mark Waid. We have, basically, Mark Greenwald for Captain America, Man and Wolf. This collects issues 402 to 406, 408 of Captain America. Yep, of course, written by Mark Greenwald, like I said. Art by Rick Lenz. Yeah. What's a good gist of the storyline? You really want to know? Captain America was a freaking werewolf for all the storyline. Yep. And it involves, weird stuff up in John Jameson. Wolverine pops up in this book. It is pure fun. Love this book. And God continue praising Mark Greenwald. He had an excellent run in the book. And, of course, they did revisit this run in Nick Spencer's Sam Wilson Captain America. I think within the first story they revisited this run. This particular story, but this is just pure fun. And the fact that Sam Wilson got turned to a werewolf was so funny. Yes, the fact they revisited this awesome storyline. And plus, also, Lynn Carr has covered this for Long Box. So damn, this is just a really awesome storyline. Cap Wolf. So fun. Alright, next up we have Moon Girl Double Dinosaur Volume 4, Pace in the World. You're probably thinking, wait, you reviewed Volume 1 before for this one. Why are you reviewing Volume 4? Well, I do have Volume 2 and 3 coming up, so don't worry about that. This book collects issues 37 to 47. What's big things happening in these issues? Now, still written by the original writer, who I believe is Amy Chu, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's, this one's Brandon Mocker. I thought Amy Chu wrote this one. Artwork by several people. 37, Gustav Dority. 38 to 41, Nacho Pasitos. 42, Ray Anthony Height. 43, which is the War of the Realms tie-in. Same one who did 37. And 44 to 37, Alita E. Martez. The cover art for 37 43, Nachos Balu does basically 38 41. And Rasha does basically 44 47. Most of the put basically for the issues is a lot of teams like her team with Spider-Man, her meeting with Reed Richards for the first time, who was actually jealous of the fact she's claiming to be the most smartest person in the world. Yes, she says she's a smart, people say she's the smartest person in the world because she says so, despite the fact that hell belongs to Reed Richards. Yep. And also when they mentioned, oh yeah, we had this business before you, we did by Moon Girl Double Dinosaur. Well, that was before the return of them. Yep. Just a pure fun series to read and review. That's basically all this book is. And I'm glad the fact they brought the book back recently. By the way, this book ended back in 2019 at issue 47. It was roughly just a few issues just after the War of the Realms tie-in. Which I was heard basically briefly picking up Mjolnir and just having a lot of fun. Also, one book that made it one issue look a little bit older than she normally is, because here's the thing. Moon Girl is 9 years old. But yet, later on, they picked her as a teenager. Don't know why. It's just kind of weird. But, really good book. Give this a 9 out of 10. Just pure awesomeness. Plus, she meets with, does she meet with Kim Khan here? I think it was early on in the series she did that. But yeah. Let's see, with Christmas in here, which was the first issue. And then we had the Bad Dreams, which also... Now, here's the thing. When I talk about Bad Dream. Because, of course, we have... Yeah, this is what the whole thing with her appearing older. Yeah, and by the way, the whole Bad Dream story was our issue 37. I think wraps with 41. Also has guest appearance by Doctor Strange and by the way, Doctor Strange on the cover. You can clearly see that's the outfit from the Mark Waid run. But, of course, basically... We do have a couple of familiar faces here. We have Nightmare, who is a classic Doctor Strange villain. And also, let's see if I can find him here. Because I know he pops up in this storyline because since it involves dreams, it has to involve this guy. Not just Nightmare. Oh no, there's another person besides him. There is... Well... Happens in issue 43. This is not 40, this is 40. That involves... Sleepwalker. Yep. Because it involves dreams, it has to involve Sleepwalker. Yeah, he's not that... He's basically like... Well, it makes sense. But that essentially is the first story I can hear. Aside from the Christmas issue. 43, like I said, it's the Wonder Rumstein. And also her team with Spider-Man, which is so awesome. Yeah, that happened in 42. 43, he's teamed with Thor. Of course, Wonder Rumstein. In the case of 44, this is basically her meeting her grandmother thanks to time travel. And meeting with an early version of Doctor Strange before his hair turned white. Yes. Yeah, then of course, well, 45. Field trip. Yep. And you might be curious, does she meet up with Reed Richards in this issue? No. Not really. That happens in a later issue. The last two issues are basically her meeting with Mr. Fantastic, which of course... He decided to spy on her. No, not spying her in the bathroom. Spying her work. Yep, and eventually, this fact he's... It's almost like he's jealous of the fact that he might be smart. And of course, I love the fact they still have where... Oh yeah, he's got a smoking hot wife who gave him 2 kids. He's like, oh yeah, give me some sugar, baby. Yeah, of course, one of those times Reed just had to have a freaking beard. That's the thing with Reed. Sometimes he has a beard, sometimes he does. Depends on his mood. The other reason he has a beard because he's so wrapped up in his experiments that he forgets to shave. Yep. But, love this book. Okay, so that's it, particular review, and that's it, videos tonight. Videos tonight. So tomorrow, hopefully I get a chance to, I'll probably do a change in my review, obviously. Maybe a Comic Con, and I'll probably get a chance to work on Don't Do This Nagaro. That was the next game I'll work on. Then after that will be Is There On to Girls Legend. I have to get these 2 anime done. I'm pretty much caught up. Now, also finish up Case Closed. That does catch up with basically so aired this past Saturday. Yep. But yeah, until this next video. Bye.